I'd like to say a few things about this course called General Semantics: An Approach to Effective Language Behavior. I'm recording this on Sunday, January the 12th, one day before the course opens. Our enrollment now stands at 751 people from at least 25 different countries, so thanks for signing up. With this many people from so many geographical regions and languages, I want to say a few words about expectations. First, I want to talk about expectations related to this kind of non-credit online course. Second, I want to cover some common misconceptions about general semantics in terms of what it's not about. And third, I want to raise some considerations that may give you a hint or a clue about how you might expect general semantics in this course to be different from other courses or topics you've investigated. Let's talk about MOOCs first. While online courses have existed since the internet went mainstream, the current version of what's come to be known as Massive Open Online Courses, or MOOCs, began 2 to 3 years ago. Most are free and do not offer academic credit, comparable to an adult continuing education course. In terms of enrollment, these courses can indeed be massive with virtually no upside limit. They're accessible all over the world via the internet. MOOC students are mostly adults who already have at least one post-secondary degree. Their motivations are to learn more about specific topics for their own personal enrichment. And few MOOC students, perhaps only 5 to 15%, actually finish the courses they enroll in and complete all the assignments. Instead, MOOC students tend to get in, get what they came in for, and then get out. Or they simply lose interest, encounter time constraints, and stop participating. So Mary, Greg, and I understand that very few of you who watch this will be around when the last module opens on February 17th, and that's fine. If we can't keep you interested enough to stay with us, shame on us. Seriously, it's okay. Now, let's talk about what this course is not about. The first and most important misconception to dispel right from the beginning is that general semantics is not the same as semantics. From our standpoint, the two terms are not interchangeable. Semantics has to do with, or at least it's come to be associated primarily with, word meaning agreements. It's likely that you've heard semantics mentioned in a dismissive or derogatory connotation. For example, when someone tries to defend an unpopular policy or promote a program of dubious merit, they may attempt to twist and turn and manipulate language in unusual or unnatural ways. It's not uncommon to hear such language criticized or dismissed with, well, that's just a matter of semantics. General semantics is not that. It's not about choosing the right word or adhering to dictionary definitions. It's not about being precise or accurate or correct with standard or acceptable language conventions. General semantics is not that. It's also not about linguistics or grammar, as you're probably aware of those fields. We're not into political correctness. In fact, speaking for myself, I'm more of a reactionary against the political correctness police. So if it's possible, try to disregard whatever you think you know about semantics throughout this course. Nor is this course about sharing 9 secrets, 7 principles, or 15, quote, powerful communication skills, unquote, such as you can find in hundreds or thousands of motivational seminars, workshops, and websites. Just yesterday, I received in the mail this 6-page brochure announcing a one-day fascinating workshop on how to become a better communicator for only $149. The brochure touts 4 lifetime benefits you'll gain. You'll learn practical, proven techniques for communicating effectively with all types of people, improve your prospects for career and financial success, sharpen your leadership skills, and project a more confident, more polished, and more professional image. Now, if you're interested in spending your $149 for those benefits, here's the web address. If that's what you're looking for, your time will be better spent at that one-day workshop than in this online course. I'm not sure your money will be better spent, but you'll have to evaluate that after the fact. The last misconception to mention is the unfortunate photo that was chosen to accompany our course catalog listing. This photo was chosen by Canvas Network, not us, and implies that this course has something to do with public speaking. It doesn't, at least not directly. So what does this course have something to do with? How is it different from semantics, linguistics, grammar, public speaking, and how to become a better communicator? To address this matter of how general semantics is different, I'm going to offer a couple of considerations that I hope will, at least indirectly, give you some idea of what kind of material you might expect from this course. I last taught my general semantics course at TCU in Fort Worth, Texas in the fall of 2008. Prior to the beginning of classes that semester, we received a security notice from the campus police department advising, do not leave property such as laptops, iPods, cell phones, or GPS devices in your vehicle. My immediate thought was, not one of those pieces of property existed when I was in college. Instead, I had a slide rule, which had been replaced by an electronic calculator by the time I graduated. I had a cassette player and CB radio in my car, a cheap stick-on compass mounted on the inside of the front windshield, and a well-used road map from some gas station. Boy, did I feel old. In 2008, I was 54. In 2 months, I'll turn 60. It's indisputable that within my lifetime, the rate of technological change has been staggering. I've seen, well, okay, I won't bore you with all the changes and advances and progress I've witnessed during my 6 decades, but here's a question I'd like to offer for your consideration. During the 60-year period beginning in 1954, or pick any period you want, how much has language changed? How much is language, or if you want to specify English, Hindi, French, Spanish, it doesn't matter, how much has language improved, advanced, or progressed? Is that even a legitimate question to ask? Is it appropriate to ask, do writers write better? Do readers read better? Do speakers speak and listeners listen better in 2014 than they did in 1954? Is language more efficient? Is it easier to learn? Is language more productive? Does it produce better descriptions and fewer misunderstandings, conflicts, and arguments? Is language more effective? If these aren't fair questions to ask of language, where should these questions be directed? The second consideration is this. The subtitle to this course is An Approach to Effective Language Behavior. What other approaches to language behavior, effective or otherwise, are you familiar with? How familiar to you is the phrase language behavior? Are you more familiar with language and behavior used separately? Do they even belong together? And what about effective? What do you think that means? I hope you'll give some thought to these considerations as we go forward in the course. Let me close with a few suggestions. Of course, Mary, Greg, and I would like to think that the material we're presenting is engaging enough to bring you back every day for more. However, based on my own experience in online courses, I know I enjoyed the interaction with my classmates as much as anything. So please contribute to the discussions. Many of you probably don't get many chances to exchange ideas with someone from Italy or India or Ireland. Take advantage of this opportunity. Go at your own pace. Even though the assignments have a due date, disregard those dates. Every assignment will remain available until the course closes on February 24th. And if you hit a spell of a few days or even weeks when you can't participate, you can always come back and catch up. As we noted in the Getting Started module, we're privileged to have 7 top-notch teaching assistants, or TAs, who are here to assist us, primarily in the discussions and chats. We will all do our best to answer your questions and respond to your comments so that this is the best possible learning experience for you. Thanks for joining us.